some things are just too good to let go. And that's what's inspired a group of actors and technicians to take on one of Newcastle's finest theatres. And it's not the first time they've tried to rescue this Grade 1 listed gem from ruin. It's been quite a drama.
This is the Tyne Theatre and Opera House in Newcastle. After decades of hosting one-night touring shows, it's about to be reinvented and is putting on its first in-house production in almost 30 years. This show is hoping to breathe new life into a theatre that has seen better days. I want to find out what's happening behind the scenes of this historic building.
Right, Gab, you can have a break.
Hi V, lovely to see you.
Hi Chris, pleased to meet you.
So what's the show?
We're doing Pirates of Penzance, Gilbert and Sullivan. It's the story of young Frederick, who has been apprenticed as a pirate.
So of course you want it to be a success, but how important is it that it is?
100% it needs to be a success. The trust have put their trust in us. We've got to prove that we can do it.
It's the theatre's own Preservation Trust that has taken on the task of running the theatre, a building that costs £7,000 a month just to stay open.
I want to find out why they're taking such a huge risk. Hi, I found you. So you're the guys in charge now, is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
You're the, and you must be slightly bonkers, aren't you? To kind of, this is just a mad project, isn't it?
I sometimes think we are. Yeah.
The Trust were left with a tough choice when corporate giant SMG, who are running the theatre, unexpectedly pulled out.
So with them we were left with the decision, well, do we just leave the theatre dark or do we have a go ourselves?
And that's
the
where you're
decision was, have a go ourselves.
I think you need to show me around then.
What's the step?
Yeah, you're not kidding. This is a little scary, Jack.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I will. So we're in the gods, are we? This is the...
Yes.
It's very top. This gives you a real sense, doesn't it, of just how big this task is.
Mm-hmm. So many people don't even know it exists. You say at the Tyne Theatre, you go, well, where's that?
Is this going to be packed again?
Yes, we're going to make sure that this survives.
The task in hand would be daunting to anyone. The theatre has had many ups and downs in its lifetime, but it seems it has some guardian angels watching over it.
I am the Pirate King.
Strangely enough, it's not the first time this very same group of people have brought it back from the brink. In 1974, the theatre was closed down following a stint as a cinema.
It was the Stout Picture House, of which I attended when I was very young. We'd come in and were asked, you know, is it going to be sold? And they said yes. I said, well, can we not rent it? We cleared the stage down, took everything down.
Now, the first thing I want to just show people is the original first scenes.
I started directing the shows, not knowing what I was doing.
This became one of the golden periods of the theatre's life, producing no less than 71 amateur shows in an 8-year period. And a visit by Placido Domingo in 1983 will always be a proud moment in the theatre's history.
He walked down that aisle, he stopped near the centre and he went, I sing from here. And it was sold out within a day.
But it was during this revival that the theatre suffered one of its cruelest fates. On Christmas Day in 1985, a devastating fire ripped through the theatre, destroying everything beyond the stage.
One of the members came up in a car. He says, Jack, the theatre's on fire.
Day of the fire. Oh, that was awful. It was just awful, heartbreaking. It was just like seeing your own home go up in flames. All the memories, all the things that you'd done there, it was like, it was just seeing them all go up in smoke.
It was awful. But you overcome it, you know.
Although the building was quickly restored, cash flow problems pushed the theatre into administration a few years later. The group watched their dream collapse. Several changes of management over the years led to the building's slow decline. Most people might have given up hope and walked away for good, but for some, letting go is just not an option.
That's where the box office was. Yeah. I still cry about it. Not the theatre, it's just the theatre. How we can make it back to what it was.
Someone else who couldn't resist the pull back to the theatre is John, for whom 30 years away hasn't done anything to weaken its spell. He's taking me below stage to show me the theatre's hidden gem.
Goes on down there for quite a distance as well. This allows you to move all the scenery up and down onto the stage. If you did a big transformation scene, you could have anything up to about 30 people down here working the set.
The fire in '85 also claimed this machinery in an unlucky chain of events.
There was a gale and the gable end wall fell in and just flattened everything in sight.
Right.
So
this is all,
new.
Rebuilt?
Yeah.
Well, how unusual is this? I mean, for a theatre?
It's very unusual. It's one of the last ones remaining, I think, in working order. To leave this place and let it fall down would be a sin. You know, it really would.
There's no denying there is something truly magical about this theatre. But have they bitten off more than they can chew?
The last building work was carried out in 1986, and it shows. Heather Ging is on a mission, not just to restore the building, but to bring back the true spirit of the theatre.
Well, this is my very secret place.
Right.
Not many people know about this.
So we just pop it in here now?
It's down here. Mind the cobwebs. This is the pit bar. And it's very secret. You can get right under the theatre, and the musicians are well known to have scuttled down this tunnel whenever they weren't needed and had a good little bevy.
About how much work have you got cut out for yourselves with this place?
Well, this is only a tiny part of it.
Yeah.
We've got to do the planning, we've got to have support from all kinds of agencies and the people of Newcastle in order to do this.
Could it just as easily have just fallen by the wayside and closed forever, do you think?
It could quite easily have closed down.
It's the opening night of the show, and the theatre is very much open for business. You can just feel it. This night means an awful lot to everyone involved.
How are you feeling about tonight?
Nervous. Big night for us all.
This is the first night, not just for the show, but also for the theatre as it will be.
Absolutely. It's our first step. We need to develop the theatre, we need to renovate the theatre, we need the theatre alive and buzzing, not just for the old production at night time, we need people in through the day, every day. Even in this very first show, we're reaching out and we're drawing people in.
The Friends of the Tyne Theatre hope you enjoy this evening's performance, which will commence in 3 minutes.
Pirate King, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Now then, the audience are about to come in.
Yep.
Nerves?
A little bit.
Yeah?
But you know what? It's a theatre that I did Pirates of Penzance in 25 years ago, but I was young Frederick. And now I've got older, like we all have, and now I'm the Pirate King. So I've moved up the ship a little bit.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I can't wish you luck, of course.
No.
So break that leg.
Thank you very much.
This is it. It really is make or break for the new era of the Tyne Theatre. The months ahead could well be choppy, but the old crew's back at the helm, and they know exactly what direction they want to go in. The people behind this theatre share a passion that's giving it a whole new lease of life. And for them, this isn't just a theatre, it's a home, and one they don't want to let go of.
A pirate king.
With everyone on board, they have a vision for how their beautiful and historic theatre can echo to the sounds of laughter, tears and applause for many years to come. I really hope they're right.
And Pirates was such a success, the theatre's cast and crew are putting on Sweeney Todd next month. But time to bring the curtain